in that blood-stained home. Two watched it happen, but left them alone. BK's the patsy in their crooked frame job, while Moscow PD fudges facts, bunch of dirty slobs. DM saw a killer 3 feet in the hall, heard whimpers and crying through the thin bedroom wall, but she locked her door tighter as the footsteps passed by. While 4 friends lay dying, ask yourself why. 8 hours silent, too long, while heartbeats ran cold. See cold. That's not just trauma, that's the story they sold. 8 hours too late. Why wait? What were they hiding that night? Hiding. 8 hours too late. Conspiracy covered in morning light. Did they scrub the crime scene? Scrub it. Coordinate lies. 8 hours too late. While the FBI framed an innocent man. Why wait for sunrise? Why call friends first? Tell me why. Unconscious person that rehearsed lines the worst. Were they destroying evidence, washing blood down the drain? Insane. Texting the real killer, the cops are a train. ISP altered body cam footage with shame. Shame on you. FBI pressured witnesses to play their game. That party house reputation, secrets they'd keep. While Brian's the sacrifice, so the guilty sleep. 8 hours silent, calculated, while alibis set in stone. That's not just shock, that's a debt to be met. 8 hours too late. What were they hiding that night? 8 hours too late. Conspiracy covered in morning light. Did they scrub the crime scene? Scrub it. Coordinate light. 8 hours too late. While the FBI framed an innocent man. 3 agencies weaving their tapestry fake, while roommates were buying time for evidence to break. Did the killer pay them off? Were they holding the stash? 8 hours of silence while the blue lights flash.
Blood on their hands, a serpent's breath, 4 shadows left in a house of death. A pack of wolves in a kangaroo court. Truth gets lost in a locked report. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. No one's innocent with silence this loud. Frat boys swear on a broken vow. Pi Beta whisper she lied anyhow. They're gonna get you said where the cameras sink. When timelines converge, don't blink. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. No one's innocent with silence this loud. Crossing home. The Orient's knife, the driver's call. Grub truck Mac for the students' fall. They fed pain a name, they fed him a lie. The hangman's rope fits the one innocent guy. Oh, Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. Everyone is guilty with silence this loud.
And good evening, my beautiful crime family. This is Once Upon a Crime Time, and I'm your host, Tommy Jude. And we got a lot to talk about tonight, but it gets confusing because we look at a lot of different things, and it's easy to confuse this mind. It really is. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about tonight. There's no doubt about that. One thing I want to say is that Mod Monday will return next Monday. This is the second Monday in a row. So next Monday, we will be returning to Mad Mod Monday. But anyway, I was checking. I want to say hi to the crime family. That's what I gotta do before I get rolling here. James Moen, good to see you, brother. And Sherry Irving, good to see you. Coral, good to see you. Randy Fur, my brother, good to see you. Social Glow, good to see you. Elizabeth B, good to see you. Bethany Shelley, good to see you, girl. And Doc Terry, good to see you. Moonflower Laza, my girl, good to see you. Lee, good to see you. Okay, I can start scrolling up. Crypto Conversions, good to see you. Debbie Gazzaro, my girl, good to see you. Joey, good to see you. Joe P, good to see you, girl. Social Glow, good to see you, my girl. WB, good to see you. Cottonwick Candles, good to see you. Sally, good to see you. Ryan Anderson, good to see you. And you're the one I think I talked to the other night. You said something about being a Ford technician or something, and that was a Ford Fusion. I do believe that was you, wasn't it, Ryan? I think so. And anyway, actually, I remembered something, really. That's unusual. Transformer Uplifter, good to see you. And let's see, I'm climbing. Oh, boy, I got to climb up there. WB, good to see you. Cryptic Conversions, good to see you. I don't know who I've all got in here. I've already forgot. Leo, good to see you. I should put you guys all up on screen is what I should do so you remember. Anyway, Hope Norris, good to see you. And yeah, and everybody that's chatting and all the non-chatters like Bianca, always good to see you. Yeah, and everybody that's chatting. Peaches 81, good to see you. Everybody that's chatting away up there, good to see you. And to all the non-chatters, I love all you guys. So yeah, it's always good to have everybody in here. Anyway, so we went over a bunch of stuff today, and Jethro Troll, good to see you. Kim B, good to see you. And then I ran across, hey Willie. Good to see you, brother. And Debbie Gazzaro, my girl, good to see you. Lori, Marco, good to see you. Oh boy, we're supposed to get heavy rain soon. Great. Just got beeped on my phone. Okay, anyway. And you know how I just went and started watching TV because we had talked so much that I was trying to let my brain rest a little bit. And of course, I'm watching YouTube. I start watching 48 hours so, and it was really good. But some things really matched on that case to this case. And I'm going, oh my God. Okay. Has anybody heard of the Morphew case? Suzanne Morphew. Anybody hear of the Suzanne Morphew case? Just looking to see if anybody has heard of that. No? Okay. Well, have you, Shelly? Yeah, okay. Sherry has too. All right. Crazy, but I'm going to get into that case on another day, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that match on that case to this case. It's a total different case, but some things in the court happen to match. And they're kind of major deals, but there was some other weird things that that came up too, like she drove a Range Rover. just odd little things. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me see if I got this up here and running. What do I got? Okay, so I'm just going to read you this little thing here real quick. right here. Okay. I want to make sure this adds. Yep, it did. Let me get this thing out of the way. And where am I at here? There we are. So, yeah, in a series of pretrial motions, okay, now this is the Morphew case, okay? In a series of pretrial motions, Barry Morphew's defense team pressed judges to impose severe sanctions on the prosecution for failing to turn over potentially exculpatory evidence ahead of trial. And Judge Lama did. And you're going to find out what happened. But isn't that something? A judge actually does something right. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Other judges know what to do, right? They actually had a pretrial. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so I'll show you. I shall show you. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to back this up. Okay, come over here and do this. Wait till you see this shit, man. Okay, and this and this. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I gotta. Why does that thing keep getting in my way? Okay, here we go. So listen to this. Isn't that something? Putting on reckless. Boom! Boom! Let's listen to that again. I like that. That is a huge bam. Big boom. Big boom. No sound. Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh, why does it do that to me? Okay, how am I gonna? Okay, I got one other way I can do this. I'm not gonna fail you. Not this time, because this is too important. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, come on. There we are. And make sure I get the right one here. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, you will hear this. You will hear this. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there we are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Listen to this. You will hear this.
repeatedly had missed deadlines and had failed to turn over important information in the discovery phase. The judge wrote that while he did not find those actions, quote, willful, the court does find this pattern to be negligent, bordering on reckless, unquote. The judge's penalty was to knock out 14 prosecution witnesses,
14,
including experts in DNA and cell phone and vehicle data recovery. They would not, he said, be allowed to testify.
They would not be allowed to testify. Boom! If you guys can hear that, let me make sure you can hear that. Can you hear it? All right. Yes, let's listen to that one time. Oh, no shit, Cryptic. No shit. I agree with you, Cryptic. I mean, it's criminal. I mean, it's total. If you watch this case here, this Morphew case, I mean, that judge, and then one of the judges recused himself. And I have to dig into that further. I'm going to be doing something on this case because there's things that match up, and it's really an interesting case. But let's listen to this one more time because this is the way it's supposed to be, people. This is the way a judge is supposed to be.
Prosecutors repeatedly had missed deadlines and had failed to turn over important information in the discovery phase. The judge wrote that while he did not find those actions, quote, willful, the court does find this pattern to be negligent, bordering on reckless, unquote. The judge's penalty was to knock out 14 prosecution witnesses,
14
including experts in DNA and cell phone and vehicle data recovery. They would not, he said, be allowed to testify. Prosecutors repeatedly had...
That, to me, is a huge boom in the court stuff. That's the way it's supposed to be done. That's what's supposed to be done in court. I just about fell off my chair watching that. Right, Ellie? I know. Yeah, he got away with it. I know he did. Yep. And almost like rubbing it in their faces. It's awful. It's fucking awful. Do I got something else in here that I wanted to show? Maybe I should do that now while I got this pulled up. Okay, there is an opposite end of the spectrum here also. Well, I think I should show it anyway because it makes me wonder if this isn't what happened in the case with and about the Cy Ray thing, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I'm going to let you see what happened in this case. Now, this case is really interesting. I'm going to get into it more maybe tomorrow or Wednesday because I really do want to get into this. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just wondering. This is on the opposite side now. I'm just wondering if this isn't what happened because we really don't know why he pled guilty, right? And we know that Cy Ray was lined up to testify and all that, but I'm wondering about this. And this was part of that same Morphew case, all right?
Ben Lemire is an expert in the new field of vehicle forensics. Give me a sense of how your technology from your company helps solve criminal cases.
So a lot of times it's used to, locate bodies.
Lemire is the CEO of the Burla Corporation.
Helps get people convicted. It helps get people not convicted.
Investigators from Scotland Yard to the FBI have learned how to use Burla's software to tap into the dozens of computers in a car.
Dozens.
It's accurate enough to be used as evidence in court cases, correct?
Yes, sir. It's used every day.
Ben Lemire
So
is an
yeah,
expert in
I'm just wondering, if that had anything to do with it or not. I'm not saying it did. I just found that interesting that came up in that on that case on 48 Hours. Also, it is interesting. Um, Let me see what everybody's saying here. Yep, Joe P. You must know what we do all day because we dug into 308. Actually, that might be the one I got lined up for tonight. I know we looked into 308 though. Yes. Okay, so what I want to talk about though, and does anybody remember when Olivia got charged for domestic abuse? Does anybody remember this stuff from quite a while back? Anybody remember that stuff from quite a while back? Where Olivia got charged for actually domestic abuse, I think against her husband or boyfriend or whatever it is. All right. Yeah, lots of people remember that. Well, in our investigations, it's gone. Every article is wiped out. There's nothing on her record. We ran her record. There is absolutely nothing. It's been wiped clean. And not just that, there's a little more to it. Okay, there's a little more to it. Okay, so I got to bring something else up here. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so this is from my producer who happened to, and it's messaging, and I'll just show you and I'll just read it. Okay. And this is about Olivia's charges. Okay. And it's to somebody that requested records of her arrest and body cam footage for her arrest. Now, we are legally able to do that. Okay, we are legally able to do that. So this is a message. I'm going to go here. Didn't I do that already? Okay, there we go. And okay, so like I said, this is a message between my producer and somebody who sent in. Okay, so this is my producer here. I have some answers for you. Did a Y2 video on Olivia's charges. They disappeared. Also, Nathan G is out, and he's a red rummer. There's a lot of info out there. Okay, and this is the message back. From the person that requested the records of the arrest. It's unfortunate we can't talk about it. Their attorney, and everybody knows whose attorney I'm talking about, who it is, reached out to me. They got my info from who requested records of her arrest. and sent me a strongly worded letter telling me I should think twice before sharing the body cam video of her arrest. Crazy. What the hell? Again, my producer writes this. I have some answers for you. They're talking about something else. Blank did a Y2 video, YouTube video on Olivia's charges. They disappeared. Also, Nathan G is out, and he's a red rummer. There's a lot of info out there. Then it's typed back from the person that requested the records. There is. It's unfortunate we can't talk about it. Their attorney reached out to me. They got my info from who requested records of her arrest. What the fuck? And sent me a strongly worded letter telling me I should think twice before sharing the body cam video of her arrest. Tell me that isn't crazy. To me, that sounds like a threat. To me, that sounds like a threat. To me, that sounds like a threat. I'll be right here. I'll be right back. So yeah, that is just totally crazy. Okay, well. Okay, Cotton. I am kind of behind on my emails. I did open a couple today, but yeah, I'm kind of behind on them. So yeah, it is very. To me, that's really fucked up because that's public knowledge, and we should be able to ask without being threatened by someone's lawyer. And how a lawyer can go to them and ask who asked for the arrest records. What the hell? What the hell is that? What are these people the mob? Are they the mob or what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? That's not the way it's supposed to be. And what gives them the right to do that? Asking for that is totally legal. Exactly, tell it. It's crazy. It's crazy what they get away with in this case. On every angle, on every fucking angle. Yeah, it shows the G power, right? G power. If I was Mr. Kohlberger, I'd be scared shitless right now. Yeah, and those charges weren't even in Idaho. You know what I mean? Shows a lot of pull on the G's end. Shows how much pull they have. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of fucking scary. And yeah, and how did they know about the FOIA? You know what I'm saying? How'd they even know about it? How'd they even know to check on it? Yeah, I believe that too, tell it. Actually, I'm finding out more about them. And it's, yeah, they have more power than people think over there. And we can't find anything on like Jonah Chapin being related. And I have a hard time believing that the Chapins aren't like related in that area. I just, for some reason, maybe because I come from a smaller area, maybe, I don't know. They do, Jackie. They do. They do. Okay, what else do I got here? That is. Let me see on this. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to run something on this. I just got to pull it up real quick. Okay, so this is from a while back, and it's from our friend Translucent, and it's just a minute and 37 seconds long. And check this shit out.
So what happened? According to this police report, Olivia was standing in the doorway staring at this grown man sprawled out on the top bunk, and who's next to him, her child cousin. Olivia's heart is racing, her fists are clenched. She takes a deep breath, ready to unleash hell.
Christy Gonsalves, all set for a family getaway, books a cozy lake house. A pink gala was planned to honor the Idaho victims.
Ever wondered what it feels like to be asphyxiated? No, I'm not suggesting you try it, but let's dive into this scary medical term. Asphyxiation happens when your body is deprived of oxygen. It's like your cells are screaming for air, but none is coming. Your heart races, you get dizzy, and panic sets in. Bam, lights out. Imagine waking up, but you're not really awake. Then you're out again. This happens 4 times. Sounds like a nightmare, right? You can't move, can't speak, but you're aware. It's like being trapped in your own body. Suddenly you're hitting notes Mariah Carey couldn't dream of. However, when the sheriffs arrive, they unexpectedly arrest Olivia on a felony charge. This bizarre turn of events raises many questions.
Imagine finding your dad in a seriously sketchy situation. But here's the kicker. When the law shows up, they're not exactly playing by the rules. Picture this. The real bad guy's suddenly wearing a loving husband mask, and the victims, Olivia is getting painted as the troublemaker. It's like watching a magic trick, but way more twisted. This isn't just family drama. It's a full-on conspiracy. Makes you wonder, right? How often has this happened? Is this related to Maddie Mogen's demise? Why did Christy allow her daughter to almost vanish?
So what happened?
So, I mean, it's just this whole family is just crazy. Just crazy. Yeah, and it makes you wonder about things. It makes you wonder, where was Olivia, and then Olivia being what was it? It took her like, how long did it take her to get up there? Like not very long. It wasn't. I can't remember. All I remember is it didn't take very long. Yes, and that was a translucent video, and they're in the description. Yeah, and a ton of redactions on that final thing here. Let me see if I can stop this. I don't know if we can read it because it is kind of blurry. But this is, remember, this isn't a minor. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's just one page. That's just one page of that. And there's, what did I say, 28 redactions? I mean, that's crazy, people. That's crazy, folks. That's crazy shit. That's crazy shit. Hey, oh, there you are, translucent. Right? Yeah, I got your name in the description there. Yeah, that's this. I mean, that's just crazy. All of this is crazy, and the stuff I said before is crazy. The whole Olivia thing. What, I don't get it. And how long? Does anybody remember how long it took? I didn't. I should have looked at the what was up there. Does anybody remember how long it took Olivia to get up north from California? I mean, it didn't sound right to me. I'm trying to. Hi, by the way. Right. Hi. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be great if you could, translucent. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? And this is what kind of got us going on this whole ordeal. And then we find out, to the producer, that what I read you there, where the lawyer sent a letter pretty much threatening. I can't believe what they're getting away with on this kind of stuff. And what are we supposed to think? What are we supposed to think? I don't know. I don't know anymore. And like I showed you at the beginning, other people, other places aren't like this. You've seen 14, even DNA experts were not allowed to testify at that guy's trial, the Morphews, because they kept messing around with discovery. And he spanked him, and he spanked him hard. In Idaho, they just let it go. Bill Thompson's got full reign over there. He can do anything he fucking wants to do. It's fucking bullshit. Let me look here. Oh, and then we were going to get into that too. I was kind of hoping Twat Waffle was going to be here because I wanted to go over some of that blood stuff again, because I got some questions for her on that. And she won't be here till tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, let me look at this stuff here. What do I got? Oh, and we need to talk about this Morphew thing too. Everybody's talking about the Morphew thing, and if it's true that this actually happened and everything, as soon as I heard it, I'm going, what almost has to be Rosie. It almost had, for one thing, okay. And I'm wondering where they got Morphew. I'm wondering where they actually got him. Anybody know? Anybody know where they actually got Morphew? Right? Yeah, Morphew's awesome, Don. Does anybody know where they got him though? Because I know Rosie's got one too, and I was wondering, it's JD's dog, JD and Kaylee's dog, but I'm wondering where they got it. At the Humane Society? Oh, really? Okay, at the Humane Society, who would let a dog like that go? Aren't they like really expensive dogs? Um, yeah, I seen that, Deborah. I watched it. Yeah. Oh, really? Tell. He says mom had a golden doodle like adoption place. Yeah, I'm just wondering where they got it. But anyway, this whole thing about Murphy, um, if this is if it's real and true and all that, there's only okay. So the sheriff's department brings it to the Humane Society, right? Or the impound thing or whatever. With impound papers. And the dog ends up missing along with the impound papers. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. There's only, if you remember Fry, and I've said this, we've stated this many times, and I'm sure every YouTuber out there has talked about it, about how Fry pretty much told the FBI to take a hike. This is our investigation, blah, 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 blah. I think he was that way towards the sheriff's department, too. I really do. And it was the sheriff's department that brought the dog over there. So I'm thinking, because the papers ended up missing, if it was just the dog, it could have been theft, right? But it wasn't. The impound papers were gone too. Now, a regular person, like let's say JD went and got the dog, right? Let's say JD went and got the dog. He wouldn't know to grab the impound papers, right? Who would know to grab the impound papers? Has to be LE. Has to be. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right there, WB. Yep. Exactly, Carrie. Dog napping, right? Oh, that's They Live should be in here. That's the next song right there. Dog napping. Oh, man, I can hear it already. Dog napping. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, let me look down here. Actually, I got to pull this up. And yeah, this is pretty crazy too. What is this? Oh yeah. Well, I'll come back to that. What is this? Oh, yeah, I already did that. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of weird. I don't know what you guys are going to think of this, but is this I think this is the first one, I think. And this is kind of, I don't know. I don't know about this either. Okay, so CrimeCon. CrimeCon. Guess who's coming back? It's in Denver, September 5th and 7th through the 7th, 2025. They promised kept the tragedy in Idaho and how the case was solved. Saturday, September 6th. What? 2025? That can't be right. Look at this. This can't be right. Okay, maybe it's just saying what it is. Yeah, it must be. The powerhouse of Athram is solving cases on a daily, if not hourly basis, including the horrific 2022 murders of the 4 college students in Idaho. Joining Athram's Chief Development Officer, Kristen Middleman, is Stacy Chapin in her first public appearance since the sentencing of the man who red-rummed her son Ethan and his 3 friends. In one of the most emotional sessions of the weekend, Kristen and Stacy will recount how they at CrimeCon 2023 in Orlando. And everybody remembers that. And how a promise made that day was kept. Together, they'll reveal how Athram assisted in the investigation and how Stacy is now using her voice to advocate for broader access to this technology for all families. Oh boy. This is what I was scared of, because this man's, even if he's guilty, his rights were trampled on. His rights were trampled on. It was not a fair, it wasn't going to be a fair trial. And the thing is, it sets a precedence of upcoming cases. And that's why I kept saying, and through the whole thing, I've been saying, this is setting up. I mean, if they lose this case, they're going to be able to do this throughout the United States using the IGG and all that bullshit. Okay. I mean, that's, to me, it's not right. It's just not right. And let me grab one other thing here. Well, here's the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing. There we go. So here's the whole kit and caboodles here. That's my cat's dog food, or cat food. Kitten caboodles. She loves her boodles. Anyway, upcoming CrimeCon 2025 sessions on the case. Stacy Chapin is going to be back at the CrimeCon 2025 in Denver in a few weeks for a session with the owners of Athram, the company that helped develop the DNA profile from the sheath. Here's what the preview text says. The powerhouse of Athram is solving cases on a day. We already read that. There's another session with Joseph Scott Morgan that briefly mentions the Idaho red rums too. Rigor mortis, algor mortis, and liver mortis are terms which are familiar to most of us, but what significance do they hold for medical legal death investigators? What scientific clues rest within all that remains? Join Joseph Scott Morgan as he leads attendees through initial assessment of remains measurement and postmortem changes. And this is all going on at that CrimeCon, which I'm not going to make it there. I was hoping I could, but if it's in Denver, I'm not going to Denver, and there's certain reasons why, and I'm not going there. Okay, there is. Now, we are checking on something else, too, which we don't know. We haven't found the link to yet, but I'm just going to show you real quick. Now, remember what I said here, that we're not quite sure on this or anything, but it is interesting. And I don't know if anybody's seen this before or not. but it is very interesting. This is Gower's family members. Everybody, this is Gower's family members. Stephen Taylor, Nancy Taylor, and Cole Taylor. I find that quite interesting, the Taylor last name. Now, we haven't connected it to Ann Taylor yet, but we're working on it to see if they are, if there is a relation or not. If there is, I have a big problem with that. It is weird that he's related to Taylors. Right, exactly. I just find it very strange. The Simpsons got it right. Oh, all right. Simpson lived at 1122 before this group of girls. Good catch on that, Mrs. Knapp. That's interesting, though, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? I think it is. Just a little tidbit there on that. Like I said, we're jumping all over today. So, okay. Let me see. What do I got here? Okay, then we do want to know. Let me see. Hold on a second. Where the hell am I here? My producer's gonna be laughing at me. Okay, we're going to take a look at what makes things federally charged and not. And where is it here? Okay, so which one is it here? I do believe it's, let me see here. Yeah, this one, I think. I got so many screens pulled up here. Man, this thing needs to get out of my way. There we go. Okay, so what makes a red rum a federal red rum? Red rum of the President of the United States, a federal judge or elected officials, retaliatory red rum of a family member of law enforcement, civil rights offense involving red rum committed during bank robbery, red rum committed at airport or an airplane. Here's a more detailed explanation. State jurisdiction. The red rums of the four students at University of Idaho were investigated and prosecuted by the state of Idaho because the crime scene, victims, and suspect were all within Idaho's borders. Federal involvement. Federal agencies like the FBI assisted with the investigation, but their role was primarily supportive. They helped with the analysis, evidence collection, and tracking Kohlberger's movements across state lines. Federal charges. Federal charges would have been considered if, for example, Kohlberger had fled to another state to evade capture, or if the crime involved a violation of federal law, e.g., using a weapon prohibited by federal law. Since neither of these conditions applied, the state of Idaho pursued the case through its own legal system. I think he would have fared better in a federal court. That's my opinion. Blocked by federal. This suggests a desire for state-level involvement in an area typically handled by federal agencies like ICE and potentially the FBI. Idaho Senator Risch has also introduced a bill to strengthen local federal immigration through enforcement, because there's some, I probably jumped ahead too much there. Federalism Idaho's Committee on Federalism monitors federal acts, laws, and regulation for potential overreach or violations of state sovereignty. This indicates a general focus on the balance of power between state and federal government, which I can't read the rest of that. Sovereignty. This indicates a general focus on the balance of power between, which could lead to actions aimed at limiting or redefining federal jurisdiction in certain areas. The Ruby Ridge standoff. I remember that, but I'm old. The historical Ruby Ridge standoff involving the FBI in the 1990s continues to be referenced in discussions about federal law enforcement actions and their potential impact on public confidence. The event highlighted concerns about the power of the FBI and the need for reforms in federal law enforcement. Based on the provided search results, there isn't direct evidence indicating that Idaho is currently attempting to get rid of the FBI and a complete removal or rejection of their federal authority within the state. However, some contexts might be interpreted as Idaho seeking to assert more state control in areas where federal presence is prominent. Immigration enforcement. Yeah, this is where I should have started. Immigration enforcement. A recent Idaho bill aimed at allowing local police to arrest migrants suspected of illegally crossing into the state was blocked by a federal judge. And that's all I got, it looks like, on that part. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to stop this because I want to go check on something quick here. Actually, did I get to this one before? Okay, yeah, did get to that. I'm trying to find something here. What is some of this stuff here? I'll be right with you, everybody. I'm looking at something here. I can read this here. So I'll read this about the firing squad. And boom. Okay. Yeah, and the state thing was, did it not go federal because of the state? Did it not go federal because of the state? And I think a serial is 3 or more red rums, and a mass red rum is 3 or more. Yeah, because we had the question of why wasn't this a federal case? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it a federal case? And so that's why we looked that up. Anyway, I'm going to share this, and this. See, Yahoo is going to mess with me here a little bit. There we go. Okay, so the father of one of the slain university students is calling for a harsher form of justice for Brian Kohlberger. Steve Gonzalez, whose daughter Kaylee was among the 4 students red rum, bless her soul, said in a new interview that he initially thought that the convicted red rummer commissary funds should be used to pay for a firing squad. Gonzalez also revealed he has spoken with Idaho legislatures about proposing a law that would use the commissary money from convicted red rummers to reimburse the cost of investigating their crimes. Gonzalez has revealed he is pushing for harsher consequences for Brian Kohlberger beyond the 4 consecutive life sentences he received for red rumming Kaylee Gonzalez and 3 other university students. Speaking with TMZ, the grieving father shared he had held talks with 2 Idaho legislators to propose a law that will possibly confiscate some of or all of the commissary funds of convicted rum rummers like Kohlberger. He claimed that the intention was to use these funds to reimburse taxpayers for the cost of investigating the crimes of these criminals, although he initially imagined such funds would be better spent on a firing squad. Throughout the duration of the case, Kohlberger received various donations from fans to his commissary account. However, these amounts seem negligible compared to the funds I don't know about all this. This actually kind of, I don't think this case is over. I don't think this case is over. How many people out there? Let me ask a question. If you think it's over, click 1. Not over 2. 1 and 2. 1, it's over. 2, it's not over. 1, it's over. 2, it's not over. Yeah, I think most of us here is gonna. I haven't seen 1 yet. And Cindy said Q. And that could be either 1 or 2 if you look. The Q lands in between the 1 and the 2. Yeah, I really do not think that it's over. I don't think Brian would give up, for one thing, that easily. Am I saying he's totally innocent? I don't know. We don't know. There's some things that point to maybe he was involved in some sort of way. And then sometimes you feel like there's no way in hell he could be involved at all. And then sometimes you think he did it alone. And that's the way, this case has been. And I know some YouTubers jumped off the case because they're done with it. I'm not. I think there's more coming, but we're going to find out in upcoming weeks about this. And yeah, there is something else too. What was it I just seen on here? Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay, so this is from USA Today. And I hate using Yahoo because they have so many ads that it interferes with shit. But yeah, YouTube's messing with, or Yahoo is messing with me here. Okay, did it take? What's going on here? Come on. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a storm happening. I can hear the thunder rolling in. Okay, let's see if it adds. No, it should. What is, there it goes. Yeah, Yahoo's a bugger to work with. Okay, there we go. So anyway, USA Today on the 24th of July said Brian Kober's sentencing isn't the end. Why more details about the Idaho Red Rums will emerge. And this is why it's slowing everything down. Though Brian Koberger's fate has already been decided, legal wrangling over the case will continue, and new details may emerge as he begins to spend a life in prison for the 2022 Red Rums of 4 University Idaho students. Idaho investigators have already released a trove of documents in the wake of an emotional sentencing hearing, but hundreds more documents. Judge, of course, this is on the 25th of July. Judge Stephen Hippler has pledged to review those documents and determine if they can be made public. I wonder if there's got to be a lot more coming. Like Hippler has also lifted a long-standing gag order, which means prosecutors, police, and others connected to the case can continue to speak out and provide new information about the investigation. But investigators say the public may never get answers to some of the questions still swirling around the Red Rums of Madison Mogan, 21, Kaylee Gonzalez, 21, Santa Kernodle, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20. Bless their souls. Which sparked a nationwide manhunt and devastated the college town of Moscow, Idaho. As we sit here today, this case is ending, and we are now certain who committed these unspeakable acts of, oh my God. You know what? I'm done. I'm going to listen to Hitler. I can't stand him. I can't stand it. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still here. Can't stand the guy. Drives me nuts. Yeah, I think so, Cindy. I think so. And actually know who's in charge of that, kind of. One of us do. But I think there's more to come than they realize. And I don't think it's to their benefit. I really don't. And I think some of this, but I often wonder about Ann Taylor's. You know, sometimes I thought she was like, man, she's great. She's awesome. And then sometimes it was like, she should have done this and she should have done that. And then like the last month or so, maybe even 6 weeks to 2 months, she wasn't the same. She wasn't that go-getting Ann Taylor. And I think it because she started that other case, and why she took on another DP case is beyond me. I mean, come on. Did they do that to overload her? Or you know what I'm saying? Did they offer her that to overload her? With this case, I don't trust anybody on that kind of stuff. She did. She looked broken. She looked broken. And I think it was battling with Hitler on a continuous daily basis. I'm sure she was, we only seen what was going on when they televised it. We didn't know what was going on in his office, in Judge Hitler's office and stuff. We don't know behind the scenes what was going on between the lawyers and between the prosecution. We really don't know what was going on. And I think she was beat up over Hitler. That's the way I took it. Other people might feel different, but that's the way I took it, is that she was very beaten up over Hitler. Because every angle she went at, he just shut her down. He shut her right the fuck down. And how can you have a fair trial when you're getting shut down at every corner? He wasn't going to have a fair trial. Guilty or not guilty, doesn't matter. He wasn't going to have a fair trial. And that, folks, is a bad thing. Because you have that presumption of innocence. And that was never displayed in this case. Judge was a little better, but Hitler, there was no presumption of innocence. There was just, that's conspiracy theory, but I can't stand the dude. Him and I would last like 10 seconds together in a room, and I'd punch him right in the face. Like when we were growing up as kids, you know what I'm saying? No, he wasn't, Elizabeth. He wasn't going to let her win. He wasn't. And not on anything. Not on any of the, anything that she wanted. And you can't run a court like that. You just can't. Yeah, I got some pretty bad storm coming in here, everybody. I actually might be shutting this down. Oh, I should have put this up there. I forgot about that. Yeah, thunder's getting pretty wicked. I'm going to check on this real quick here. Okay, it's just heavy rain, it looks like. Oh, no, something is moving in. God dang it. Oh, well, that's August for you. You get that cold weather hitting that warm weather, and the warm weather hitting the cold weather. You're gonna have some stuff go on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut her down for today. But I'm going to be doing a show, and I highly recommend coming to watch it because it's going to be on that Morphew case, and it is one of the most interesting cases I've looked into in a while. Yeah, it's, if you want to get a head start, you can go watch it on 48 Hours. It's right on YouTube, the Morphew case. You won't be able to stop watching it. I couldn't stop watching it. It was really good, and it doesn't end like you think it does. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it because it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Let me see what. Oh, Right, Transformer. But anyway, that's what I got for you tonight, and a short one tonight. And I'll be back either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then of course on Friday, and then next Monday we resume the Mod Monday, and I got some special music tonight and all that good stuff. Some new things, and hopefully I don't get shut down on the second song I'm gonna play. But I love all you guys. My mods, you're my heart, and my subs, you're my heart, and my mods and my producers and my investigators, you're my soul. And until next time, rock and roll.
I used to wear pearls and keep my mouth shut. Played the part like a preacher's girl. I'd heard him whisper she'll never be much, but I got out when that match struck. Now I walk in heels through broken glass, flip the script and burn the past. Left my crown in a pile of ash, but I still wear that smirk like a badge. I ain't your sweetheart, I ain't your shame. I carved my name in the rust and rain. I'm the queen of nothing, but I rule this town with a kiss of trouble and a rebel crown. I don't need gold, don't need your throne. Made my palace out of blood and bone. So call me trash, call me wild. I'm held in heels and troller style. I'm the queen of nothing and I wear it proud. So bow your head when I come around. My mirror's cracked, my lipstick's loud. Ain't no halo hanging around. I reign from a rusted out double wide, with a throne of flame and a wicked side. Got scars I wear like royal rings, and a middle finger for your diamond things. I don't need saving or silver chains. I crown myself in fire and pain. You think I broke, but I broke free. You'll see my face in your gasoline dream.
my saddle tied on, 'cause western wind is fast and strong, and jump on back he is good and long, and we resist till we reach the dawn. 'Cause running seems like the best defense, and staying just don't make any sense, 'cause no one could ever stop it now. Sure, the cards of the gypsy town. Gypsy queen, a band of misery, a world I don't want to love. I go, let it go. Shadows moving without a sound from the whole of the sleepless town. Evil seems to be everywhere. Hate the spirit that brought despair. 'Cause trouble